So I spent the last 10 days or so traveling around Japan and had an incredible experience of the amazing Shinkansen, or the super fast bullet trains, and seeing the sakura blossoms as it is cherry blossom season around here. But my interest, being a lawyer that advises on so many luxury brands and goods and licensing, franchising and related things that you've been watching my videos on, was the resale, the luxury resale, or the vintage shops and the vintage market in Japan. Now, I kind of call this the new gold, really, because people look to purchase vintage items, like, for example, Hermes can effectively give you a return of about 14.2% on a particular rare product, which could be like the Kelly or the Birkin, or sort of like those types of Hermes products. Now, what I've seen is a couple of things. Number one is the economy in Japan is somewhat struggling domestically because there is an increase in inflation, there is an increase in cost, etc., because the yen is extremely weak. So for tourists like us visiting Japan, it's a great opportunity to purchase some of these products, and it's a great opportunity to take advantage of the yen that has depreciated. Now, I say this in the context of vintage stores because I spoke to many of them, and there's a couple of things that sort of run alongside. So there has been somewhat an oversupply of some of these goods, and therefore prices are adjusting. But what is very interesting in Japan's luxury resale market versus other countries in the world is the authenticity and the whole system around authentication, as well as selling authentic products, is something that is truly amazing. So there is a lot of transparency about where the product was purchased, where it came from, the year of purchase or the year of manufacture of certain things, like, say, an expensive watch or an expensive bag, etc. There's also gaming consoles, rare gaming consoles that have become very valuable, etc. So there is still a price adjustment, but it's still a haven if you did want to purchase vintage luxury products. And I do question this because the amount of rare luxury products I saw, let's take Hermes for example, because that is a brand that has gone through the roof recently with the scarcity in the shops of Hermes items and bags and things versus the second-hand market and the vintage market, and in Japan the luxury market. So there is an oversupply, ironically, of some of these items. But as I said, there is a lot of patience that I saw demonstrated in these stores by the people selling these items, in terms of the awareness of what you're buying and the awareness of what you're looking for, and secondly, the authenticity and the genuineness. So by all means, it's great for tourism in Japan. I can see this fuels a lot of the tourism. I also met some people who said they had actually come for specific vintage shopping in Japan, and it's quite interesting to see how that is in itself a kind of market on its own. So that's my take on the Japanese yen, the economy, which you have mixed feelings about because domestically it's suffering, but internationally it's great to be traveling here and they're welcoming tourism. You would have noticed yourself that a lot of people around you would be saying they're visiting Japan, which was never the case about 10 years ago. So that is also an interesting development to see. The openness of the economy to foreigners now is been very, very clear to see and watch. So that's me signing off from Tokyo, Japan. Thank you so much for watching, and safe travels if you're traveling around as well.